Can I use my business card for personal use? I got a lot of experience. We'll talk through it. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we know that if we have a clear plan, anything becomes possible. And if you can have a clear plan, a clear process to create that plan, and a way to create clarity with your partner or spouse, you can drive to amazing heights. All right, so I started my first of 16 companies when I was 19. I've built them, bought them, sold them. I know this space. The question is can you use your business card for personal use? Well, the reality is you can say yes. All right, caveat, not an attorney, not an accountant. This is just from experience. But you can, but you're gonna have to separate it when you do your accounting, which ends up being a pain in the ass, to be blunt. So if you have personal on your business card, you're gonna have to write a personal check or transfer funds to cover that, and you need to keep it in an accounting separate. Now, in some cases though, I have multiple business cards. I've got 6 companies still, and I use different cards for different businesses. Now, some of those are still in my personal name, but I only use certain cards for that business. That way everything's itemized, I know it's there, and the business takes care of it, the business covers it. If you start saying, oh, well, I use this for personal, I use this for business, and that is, it's called commingling funds, and the IRS does not like that. So I would urge caution around doing that. In the perfect world, I would just set up 2 separate cards and have 1 card for business, 1 card for personal. Keeps it a lot cleaner. Now, sometimes there's going to be gray areas on what something is, and does this technically fit as a business expense or does it not? Some accountants and some individuals, it's really going to come up with what is your comfort level with being able to write some of those things off. And just as a reminder, the rule of thumb, and this is just a business owner's rule of thumb, so don't take this as gospel or legal advice, but if you hide money, that's fraud, and that's grounds for going to jail. If you declare everything, when the government doesn't like it, you may get audited. They may say, no, we're not going to allow this, but the worst that's going to happen is going to be a fine. I'm not telling you what you should do or shouldn't do with this. This needs to be with what your accountant is, and bookkeeper, and where they're at, and what their comfort level is with this. But in essence, long story short, you're best off if you use a personal card and a business card. And I like to use it for traveling for miles. I travel a lot for business, but it also gives me perks for when I am traveling. There's benefits associated with it, which is nice. So I like my Southwest Black card that keeps me completely booked, and it gives a lot of opportunities with that. So really quick and simple. Long story short, you can, but you probably shouldn't. Keep smiling.